Accessing SDE archive entry. Victor Sierra -2. Access granted. Presenting entry.
What is up, my fellow space engineers of the world? Today we will be diving back into the SDE archives to cover the ship feared by many during the Viharian Wars, the Viharian Destroyer. The Skandalist-class destroyer was first built in the year 2430 during the First Viharian War with the Bendali to provide a heavy-hitting ship for the Viharian Imperial Navy. Later on, the vessel will be deemed as a capital-class vessel for the beginning of the Viharian Wars, until bigger vessels were later introduced. Nonetheless, this vessel proved its mettle with the many battles this vessel was involved in, such as the cleansing of Caldera's moon, the battle at First Light, and the battle for Fire's Mercy. The Skandalist destroyer would go and serve the Viharian Imperial Navy for all three of the Viharian Wars, which will last a total of 100 years. This vessel will meet the end of its service in the year 2520 when the Viharian Navy decides to replace all of its current vessels with new and up-to-date vessels, similar to the Viharian Heavy Corvette. However, its ruthless long-year run would make the destroyer go down in history as the deadliest vessel in the history of the Viharian Imperial Navy. Now that the history of the Skandalist-class destroyer is complete, we will move on to the specifications and the statistics of the vessel, and we will start with the measurements. The Viharian destroyer had a length of 108.7 meters on its centerline, and a width of 33.9 meters across its beam. And with a mass of 2,390.974 metric tons, the Skandalist-class destroyer was comparable to human frigates and destroyers when it came to size. However, with firepower, that's a different story. Speaking of firepower, let's move on to the offensive and defensive capabilities of this vessel. The Skandalist-class destroyer was equipped with one M480 dual-barrel strike cannon, two M240 strike cannons, 6 M98-T focused beam turrets, 6 M45 combat lasers, and 4 fixed, unguided rocket launchers. Due to its variety of high-caliber kinetic weapons and energy weapons, this vessel was intimidating to fight against. However, its offensive weapons were not the only thing that were impressive. The Skandalist destroyer possessed 2 advanced large energy shield generators, giving this destroyer an excellent defensive power. In order to power its weapons and shields, the Skandalist destroyer was equipped with the best power systems the Viharian Empire had to offer at the time. The vessel was equipped with a large nuclear fusion reactor as its main power, which produced an output of 300 megawatts. For secondary power, the vessel had 12 small nuclear fusion reactors, which produced a total output of 180 megawatts. The total output of this destroyer could power 360,000 21st century homes for a whole year. This output was also needed to power the Skandalist's other special equipment, like its long-range communicator, onboard refinery and assembler, and its jump drive. Speaking of jump drive, the ship's jump drive could travel 1,046 kilometers per jump. Even though the Skandalist's jump drive can travel a fair distance, Its acceleration is nothing special. The destroyer has a forward acceleration of 5.8 meters per second and a backwards acceleration of negative 5.4 meters per second. In order to manage all of these systems on board, this vessel required at least 6 personnel to fully staff her. Even though the Viharian destroyer is a mighty vessel, the Viharians use cheap building tactics for shipbuilding, making the scandalous destroyer cost 1.2 million space credits per unit, which is quite cheap compared to other destroyers. This would equal about 12 billion 21st century US dollars. And that is all the information that the SDE currently have on the Scandalous class destroyer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, look forward to more content like this in the future, and be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill. And this is Director Jurassic signing off. See you guys next time.